Hey, so there's a lot of reasons, and it's always flattering to get these compliments, especially when somebody doesn't see you for a while. So I'm probably walking around as much as 40 pounds lighter than I had big wheels on my back. It's a different day, a different time, a different me. I tend to think that the most successful thing for me was to redistribute weight. I had gotten the advice from Dr. Serrano, and a lot of it was geared towards where were we at with A1C, where were we at with resting glucose fasting. And he still gave me the advice that I think was the most important thing for me, was to have 80% of my carbs within 2 hours after training. And I said, well, what if I'm up around 400 or 500 grams of carbs? He's like, 80% after training, whether you're eating 100 carbs or 500 carbs. The next best option was to distribute that 80% 2 hours before or after. But ideally, it's after intense training, which has never changed for me. So what's really going on there and why was it successful? I do not subscribe to an impression that there's such a thing as this anabolic window after training, where you have to, within some period of time, eat your protein and do. But I do think eating your carbs within this period of time, which I'm impressed upon to believe is 2 hours, it is not an anabolic window, but it's an insulin sensitivity window, where if you can get the carbs in that fast, they will directly, figuratively go right to the glycogen, which then can be used again for your training the next day. That's the whole idea of being high carb. And then all of a sudden, because you can improve insulin sensitivity in this regard, then all of a sudden you don't have these spikes, resting glucose goes down, A1C goes down, and you start to look the part. Now, it's not that protein has no value post-training. I think there's probably many, many hours where that protein will work for you. I do think perhaps if you can get the protein quickly, then it will work for you longer. But if you don't eat any protein for a few hours, I don't think that's a huge loss. It's the carbs, it's the post-training window for insulin sensitivity. It's not a post-training anabolic window in my mind. It's more for insulin sensitivity and to get a huge amount of carbs immediately after you train. And no matter what that number is, for me, I was coached for it to be 80%.